Gorgeous! Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed building video. I hope you're all doing well. So today we're building a little Swedish cottage. It's a tiny house, a tier 2 tiny house to be exact, because unfortunately I did not have a lot of time this week to do a big build or a save file build for you guys, because by the time you'll be able to see this video I will be in London. My boyfriend and I are going on a little city trip this weekend. We have some interesting stuff planned. We're going to the Star Wars celebration. I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but we're going to the Star Wars celebration on Monday, so we're very excited for that. But I will not be talking about Star Wars, you guys. I know that the Sims community is not a huge fan of Star Wars, Journey to Batuu, anyone. So yeah, but that's what I will be up to this weekend. But yeah, unfortunately that meant that I did not have a lot of time to prepare a big build for you guys, or at least a normal size build for you guys as I do usually. But I wanted to have a video out this weekend nonetheless, so I hope you will enjoy this little cottage. So as I just said, yeah, I went for a Swedish cottage. When I think of a Swedish cottage, I usually think of a small little house in a field surrounded by lots of greenery, usually like a red wooden siding it's made of, and either like an iron roof or like a sort of red tiled roof, which I opted to go for in this tiny build, as you can see. I actually saw a picture on Pinterest that had a sort of similar setup, with the double roof situation in the front. So initially I tried to use an actual roof piece, and it didn't really work. I felt like, because I believe the build that I saw on Pinterest had a second story, but I wanted to make sure that this house was a tiny house, so I couldn't really add the second story. So I actually opted to use the medium wall height, and add an awning that was just in the build by catalog, to act as a sort of roof piece, and I think it looks interesting. I quite like that detailing. I rarely ever use those awnings actually, and this one is sized up if you're wondering how I did that. But yeah, I think it blends in quite well with the white wood tones and the red roof. So yeah. What else? So I would say that, this type of cottage, you would typically find them in Sweden, but I think you can also find them in Norway. So I'm not trying to offend any Norwegian people if I mention that this is a Swedish cottage. I do believe that these type of cottages you will be able to find in Norway as well. However, I don't think they are very common in Denmark, but if any of you guys are from Denmark, do let me know, because I'm definitely interested to learn about your local architecture and stuff. But yeah, I really went through a phase a couple of years ago, when I was just really obsessed with these sort of red Scandinavian cottages, and I filled this island of Windenburg completely with that same style of cottage, and actually it works really well. It looked really cute in a way, so I felt inspired to do a little build for you guys, even though I have built these types of houses 100 of times, but I don't think I've actually built a house like this for my channel yet. So there you go. And for the interior, I went for a very light color scheme. If you go on Pinterest and you sort of search Swedish cottage interior, you will find that a lot of the interiors are very light. They use a lot of light woods and stuff, and it also is a little bit grandma-core, I guess you could say. So I really wanted to mix those aesthetics together, like really light and airy interior, but also very old-fashioned, because when I typically think of a Scandinavian interior style, obviously my mind goes to IKEA, and I think of like more modern, furniture, I guess. But yeah, I guess in Scandinavia they also have more like traditional furniture that looks quite different from, you know, from the stuff that we would sort of associate with Scandinavian furniture nowadays. But I'm not super knowledgeable on Scandinavian architecture, as you guys can probably hear. So if you guys would like to enlighten me, please feel free to do so. But yeah, I do quite like how this house came together. I think it looks really cute. It has everything your sim would need. I guess technically you would be able to fit 2 sims in here. But I would probably prefer to just have the 1 sim because I did shove the bed against the wall. And I do believe that sims are able to scoot, but I don't think it's very convenient to have a bed against the wall, because I believe if you, for example, you have 1 sim going to bed, they don't automatically scoot to the other side of the wall unless you make them manually do so. I might be wrong though. I'm not sure. I rarely play the game with a bed setup like this, so maybe if you guys have experience, you can let me know. But yeah, in terms of the kind of sim that I think would live in this house, I kind of built this in mind with a sim that is a bit more on the creative side. Perhaps they are a writer or a cook or a writer of cookbooks. that could be interesting. And they're definitely a bit of a loner. I basically deleted all of the lots on this island in Windenburg because I really wanted this house to feel like it was in the absolute middle of nowhere. And yeah, I guess maybe the writer does have like an apartment in the city or something, or they would come here to write. I think this house would do really well as a rental lot as well. I think I would really enjoy coming here. But then again, the chicken coop doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I did put a chicken coop in here, you guys, to have chickens basically. And I also put laundry in this house, which is something I don't normally do, because I thought it would be nice to kind of have like a more cozy, laid back type of gameplay situation. So I didn't put like a laundry machine, but I put like a laundry tub in here. And yeah, I thought that would be quite nice to play in this house. So if you guys want to download it, of course you can. You will be able to find it on my gallery page. My origin ID is BriaSimsYT. And you will find all the description or the details in the description as well. And I finally got to use a normal trash can with a lid on it. I don't understand why it took them so long for the Sims team, I mean, for them to give us a trash can with a lid on it, because like who has like a trash can just open in the living room like that? That would be so disgusting and, well, at least not very nice looking. So yeah, I really enjoyed using that. But I think we are almost done already. Like I said, it's a very small little build. Oh no, we still have the bathroom to furnish. But yeah, we don't really have a whole lot left to do. So I guess I'm just going to leave this voiceover right here. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the video, the screenshots and stuff. If you did like this video, let me know by leaving a like or a comment, or feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of my future videos. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!